Hello class, today we are going to make a comic to answer one of these questions about the body system. And you can choose which question you want to answer. I have many different options here. Once you choose the question that you want to answer, then you just click on the question. It's going to take you to a KidRex search result page. Take a look at this first question. It says, how long are the small intestines? How long are the large intestines? How much time does it take for food to digest? What's the strongest muscle in the human body? What's the largest muscle in the human body? There's lots of different questions. If you don't like any of these questions, then type in kidrex.org and you can research your own question about the body system. But this is a good starting point. I'm going to click on small intestines. How long are the small intestines? It's going to bring me to a KidRex page with results. So here we have a bunch of different results, and what you want to do is you want to look at the title here, the link. This is a hyperlink to the page. It says length of human intestine, and also you want to look at the bolded terms because these are the words that I used in the search. So here I can read this title. It says length of human intestine, and down here in the description it says the small intestine in adults is as long and narrow tube, about 7 meters. So that looks like right there it answers my question. I'm going to click on that. And again it says right here the small intestine in adults is a long and narrow tube about 7 meters, 23 feet long. Pretty good. What I want you to do, though, is I want you to find results from at least 3 different sources. So we're going to click on the next one. It says small intestine, and in the description it says it can vary greatly from as short as 4.6 meters to as long as 9.8 meters, 15 feet to 32 feet. You can also see the website. This is from Wikipedia, and different websites are considered more or less reliable. So you really want to pay attention to the website. Wikipedia is not the most reliable site. I will tell you down here, WebMD is pretty reliable. It's a trusted site. A very trusted site is Britannica. So maybe I would be better off by clicking on the Britannica source. What I want you to do is I want you to click on 3 results to find your answer, and after you found your answer, then you're going to make a funny comic to answer your question. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm going to minimize this window. I'm not Xing it out because I might come back to this. So I'm just clicking on minimize. And now I'm back at this page. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click on this link for makebeliefscomics.com. And here I'm going to create my own comic. For the name of the comic, I'm going to type in how long are the small intestines? Okay, so that's my name of my comic. And then for my name, the author's name, Mr. Herman. Okay, now I'm not going to actually make the comic to answer the question. There are no rules for this comic except that it needs to be appropriate. I want it to be funny. You can have 3 squares like this comic, or you can have up to 5. You can have as many or as few characters as you want, but this needs to be completed in this class period because there is no way to save this. I'm going to show you some of the functions of and how to make a comic, but I'm not going to actually make it for you, okay? Because I want you to do that yourself. Okay, so here's our selection window. You will notice that as we scroll through and choose characters, for example, if I want this young pirate right here, I could just click on him, and he will appear in my selection window. Now, if I want to change the way he looks and his emotion and his costume, I can just click on these arrows right here, and it changes his emotions and what he's wearing. So again, if I want this woman right here, I can just click on these arrows and change how she looks. Now if I want to add her to this square, then I select this first square and I can simply click on her. I can click on her now, and I can scale her, make her bigger. Well, right now move is selected, so what that means is I can simply move her around because move is selected. But if I want to scale her or make her bigger or smaller, I click on scale and I click on her again and I click on big or small. So again, I can click on a character, add the character. To move the character, I click on here. I can move the character. To make the character bigger or smaller, I click on scale. Then I have to click on the character after I click on scale, and I can make the character bigger or smaller. Okay. Then I have to click on move again to move the character. Okay. Sometimes you have to double click on another character when you're trying to move two characters at once. Now let's say I want to put this woman with her dog in the front. Then I double click on that character and I click on bring to front. Actually, I think I click on bring to front first, and then I click on the character, and now they're to the front. Now let's say I want to flip it so the dog is on the left side and the woman is on the right side. Then what I do is I click on flip and I click on the character and it flips the character. Now if I want to delete a character, I simply click on delete and I select my character that I want deleted. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to add other scenes. And I think I click here. Yeah, that's right. I click on this is the objects and scenes area. And what I can do is now go through with my arrows, and I have many different objects, and also pretty soon you'll see some scenes that can be used for the background. Lots of objects. Let's go ahead and add an object, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if I want to add this hat to her, I can just go like this, put the hat on her. Okay, let's see. Here's the scenes. Now I can click on this scene, and it automatically is put in the background, just like that. I can also add background colors, so if I want the background to be blue, let me zoom out here. Now the background is blue. Oh, I don't want to restart now. Okay. If I want to delete a background scene, I click on delete, and then you can see that everything in the background is blue. Now, when we print, we're not going to print in color. So, and down here, here's your panel choices. So if you want it to be 2 panels or 3 panels, 4 panels, I guess you can't do 5. You can only do up to 4. Right here, I'm going to go back to 3 panels so you can see it, is where you add your talk balloons and panel prompts. So for example, if I want to add a panel prompt, I can click on this, and I can click next, the end, type your own. So I'll type my own for this one. And I click on it and I delete the text. One day, ... And now, the final thing I want to show you before I show you how to print is talk balloons or thought balloons. If you click on talk balloons, the talk balloon will appear, and you can select what type of talk balloon you want, big or small. And to add it, you simply click on it, and you start typing. You can type your words in here. If you want to resize, you click on scale, and you can make it bigger or smaller. That's how you make your text bigger or smaller. Okay? And that is talk balloons. You could also add a thought balloon. Okay. So remember, in your comic, you need to answer your question in a funny way. Once you're all finished, then you can print. So click on print. If it looks good, then raise your hand and show Mr. Hartman. And after I come by and I say it's okay to print, then you can click on print. And you're going to print to room lab 1. This one right here. Make sure that's selected. A check is above it. And then click on print. And after you're finished, you can make another comic if you like. Have fun with this activity. Bye-bye.